Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a tutorial. It's a bit different from my last few videos, which have been vlogs, but this is gonna be part of a mini series where I make designs, focusing on certain techniques, and it kind of helps deconstruct certain designs I have in mind or things I've seen online. And this one should be super easy. It's gonna be based off of this. All the supplies you're gonna need are your press-on nails or your actual nails, depending on where you're doing this. But more specifically, some pink gel polish, a top coat. I wish I had a non-wipe top coat, but this one works too. A brush, preferably not too long. This one is 5 millimeters. A dotting tool, depending on the size of the hearts you want. You can choose to have a bigger or smaller dotting tool. And some chrome. I'm using this, I guess you could say rose pink type of chrome. Matches, oh my gosh, this all matches my pink theme. Look at me. Anyways, first I'm going to buff and file these nails. And even though I'm not gonna get to wear them because I have these on, I'm eventually gonna want to wear them. So let's get started. Okay, now that I have prepped, I put my gloves on. So one, I wouldn't file away my top coat on the nails I already have on. And two, keep myself safe from the gels, because we do not want allergic reactions. Okay, so now I'm just using alcohol to wipe off the dust so they don't create lumps or bumps on my base coat. And I also wipe my gloves to get any dust off of them so that when I'm applying the base coat, I don't get anything coming off my gloves. You can use any base coat. I'm just using this from one of the variety packs you can get from Amazon gel kits where you get a whole bunch of them. And I just apply one layer. And after the base coat, I cure for 60 seconds. 60 or sometimes for 2 minutes, just to make sure everything cures properly. Now that they've cured, once again, I go ahead and wipe with some alcohol. Now we take the pink or whatever base color you want to use and we apply one layer. And with this layer, we won't cure longer than 60 seconds. Depending on the strength of your lamp, you might want to do 30 because you want it to not be 100% cured so that the chrome has something to stick to, because chrome loves semi-tacky surfaces. And that's why whenever you want just one chrome area, you want to make everything else matte, or at least buffed out. I might go in with a second coat, but first coat is looking good so far. So if I'm gonna go in with a second coat, I'm gonna cure the first coat all the way through. It's the second coat, or whatever coat you're gonna put the chrome on is the coat that you don't want 100% cured. Uh-oh, I got something in there. And as usual with gel polish, just make sure you don't get anything stuck in there. Okay, now that we have our second coat and we cured it for 30 seconds, this one I forgot, so I cured it for the full 60, but this one is 30 seconds. Now we can apply the chrome powder. I'm just using the applicators that come with most chrome powder kits, and because a little goes a long way, I normally just take whatever's on the lid and just like essentially go to town. I don't know how else to put it. We're gonna do this to all the nails, and I'll get back to you once I've done that. And now that we've done all that, one more thing I forgot to tell you to get is like a little brush to brush off any of the excess chrome. Honestly, let me do it from here. Right about now, if you have gloves, this would be the time to change them so you don't get chrome everywhere. I feel like the rule for glitter still applies for chrome where it gets everywhere. So I changed my gloves, but let me let the hands breathe. Okay, so after this, you can take your top coat. Another thing I forgot to mention, this top coat has to be a top coat you will use specifically for chrome because the little chrome particles will get everywhere, and you don't want every single set that you do when you're done to have chrome in it. So I'm gonna use this little lid that I use to mix colors, and I'm gonna apply just a small drop. You don't need much. Now with our dotting tool, we're gonna go in and make heart shapes. Now you can do them all at once, or you could try to do them one at a time to prevent your hearts from like changing shape essentially. So I'm gonna do them one at a time. Honestly, truly, you're gonna have to trust the process because I'm not sure how I'll really show you. Like, okay, there are my 2 dots right there. So now I'm gonna drag the bottoms down to meet. And I think you can see it. There's my heart. Just trust it's there. So I'm gonna cure that. That I'm also gonna cure for 30 seconds. Not because we're gonna do anything, but just so I don't have to wait forever each time. But we're just gonna do that for literally all the nails. And you can put as many or as few hearts as you want, or whatever design you're capable of. And I'll be back when we're at the next step. Okay, now that we've done our final cure of 60 seconds, the fun part, aka the last part. Well, semi-last part. So at this point, we have our hearts on here. Okay, you can't really see it, but we'll see it once we wipe. Now you just work it. You work this pad or whatever you have of alcohol to wipe off any of the excess chrome. And even though I haven't finished wiping this, voila! This is how it's supposed to start to look. And so you just repeat this for all of them until you get as much of the chrome off the nail. And make sure to get the sides, because chrome just loves hiding in there. But something to note, I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but I had bubbles in my polish and I didn't really make sure they were off before I cured. So wherever you, like there's small specks, chrome went in there and it didn't come out, but it's okay. And so here is our final product. The only thing left is adding a top coat, and I already have my other top coat that I'll use to put it on top. This is my first tutorial, so a lot has low-key been going wrong. Like, I was wiping off the chrome on my pinky and I actually cannot find it. I don't know where it went, but hopefully by the time this video goes up, I can find it. But man, that girl fell. It's yet to be found. So let me put my top coat here and then you can see the final results officially. Hopefully with the pinky.